So guys, we have a huge problem. Let's just take a seat right here and recap all of this. So when we first made Isaac and Josh Outdoors, there was some possum. I believed it was, well, there was a video of me having a possum on my porch. And ever since then, I found fur in my backyard, and I don't know what attacked it. I could never figure it out what attacked it or killed it. But then I noticed when we had a snowstorm, there was something living in my shed because there were tracks going to my shed, and there was food being dragged out to my shed, and there was some broken parts of my shed. My shed has been broken into pieces, not into pieces, but parts of my shed are broken. They've been ripped apart. But anyway, I was actually gonna make a video much earlier, but so what happened is I happened to be checking out in my backyard recently to find a bag of Lucky Charms being dragged in my shed and being ripped apart. Now let's go check it out. See this right here? They kind of struggled to open the bag. Guys, one of my healers. Well, I find it a little bit odd that we were just walking. We were trying to go to the alleyway where that whatever creature has been digging parts of my tree up, bringing them back to people's yards. I find it a little bit suspicious that Bandit was the first animal, the first outdoor animal that we have seen. So could Bandit be the one that has been entering my shed, eating Lucky Charms and apples, as well as tearing up parts of my tree? Honestly, I don't really think so, because if he was, I don't see him just tearing up one of my trees, and I also don't see him fitting through that small, tiny hole that's in the part of my shed. Daisy, what are we guys doing? A few birds that have been outside my house and some squirrels, so they might be the action that has actually been out here. But would a squirrel be destroying my maybe trees? Yes, but would they be destroying my shed? They hibernate in trees, so why would they be sleeping in my shed? And there's a cardinal actually eating. Let's go check this cardinal out. There's a cardinal eating inside of my trampoline. Oh, yep, see him? See him? Well, he just flew off. The cardinal be doing it. I'm my grandma. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But apples. I think I'm gonna press this citrus. It's not citrus, but it's cider. I'm gonna press it down to the ground. I don't know if this is helping any, but and then I'm just gonna throw it and I have a great idea. look what just happened. We need a better plan. Something more complex. So guys, I kind of locked myself out of my own house. I didn't tell you guys this, but I kind of locked myself out of my own house. And so, that would make it a little bit hard for me, you know. My front door is locked too, and my back door is also locked. So that's going to make it a lot more complex for me to actually make it back into my house. But me,
I'll be home by Christmas.
well, yep, that's definitely going to be a no. My colleague, Daisy, so tonight, boys, we spent a night in the wild. You know, most people, when they look at me, they're probably not gonna, say I'm, some sort of, the survivors kind of, type, take my buddy Thatcher, for instance, when I first met him, he was just telling me a bunch of these stories about him and his deer, and I came up to him, I'm like, look, buddy, so this is how the real men do it. Oh. Predators are out. My stomach is beginning to hurt a lot, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna find a toilet. I'm gonna make myself a toilet. But how am I going to, make myself a toilet if there's no toilet paper? Oh, it's so cold now. It's every man for himself out in the wild, these creatures. There's actually a flock of birds just now. They just circled, west. Speaking of compasses, we actually need to know where we're going. So, what's our next option? What is our next option? Well, I have no idea.